From higher above the forest floor, a squirrel survived the world and more. He saw the sun beat through the trees, felt the gentle, rustling breeze. But in his heart, a yearning grew for a cozy home, safe and new. His family needed warmth and care. A scurry down the ancient bark, a determined mission, leave his mark. He leaped and bounded, swift and bold, a tale of courage to unfold. Through the branches thick and leaves so green, he searched for where his home could be seen. A hollowed out, old oak he found, perfect for his family, safe and sound. He gathered twigs and moss so soft, building a nest up high aloft. A doorway crafted, snug and tight, to shield them from the coming night. The squirrel's heart with joy would leap, for in that tree a home was made, a heaven found, his love displayed. While watching people, I realized that folks are a lot like squirrels. They don't pay much attention at all to what's going on in their world. They scurry about to and fro, doing what it is they do, digging holes and burying nuts, a lot like me and you. They run aimlessly upon their way, never looking both ways to cross the street. I guess that's why we see so many that squirrels at our feet. Run to here and scurry to there. He lives within his own little world. Yep, watching people, I realize folks are a lot like squirrels. In every direction, to the limits of sight, squirrels, scrambling to fill their cheeks with treasures of chestnuts, the coming to sleep in every corner of every block. Squirrels pacing, scoring ground for imaginary ignitable jewels. Dropped in a dream the night before down the path of affluence, opulent interests guarded with teeth. Squirrels frenzied hoarding for more smart black top coat, covering a shiny shell on stiff skids of leather, and steal the nuts to fatten and sand the flames of false dignity and good intentions and sigh. Holes hit and deep, I love squirrels, the furry kind. I carry peanuts in my pocket all the times I should see one. They are simple, non-judgmental, and what you see is what you get. I love squirrels, the furry kind. I sat outside today, eating sushi and miso soup and the sun. Some squirrels came by and stared at me. Hopefully, I put a bit of soup in the lid and set it out for them. But they weren't interested. Then a gust of cold wind blew the lid over, and the soup was spilled. One of the squirrels went for the crumbs in an old potato chip bag instead. Mother must have said it thousands of times. Look with your eyes, not with your hands. But I was careless, full of youth. I wasn't the most privileged coming up. I respected things through, knew the meaning of money. But I was careless, full of energy, the squirrel's nest, oddities, and antiques mom loved that place, pricey as it was. But I was careless, full of curiosity. She used to take me there, that corner store. I would browse while I explore the wonders within. But I was careless, full of nerves. I remember just how I felt when she held me. Mother said thousands and one times, look with your eyes, not with your hands. And finally, I had learned. I followed the squirrel down the trail. We got to the mouth of the mines. The life and energy of the surrounding maple and birches seemed to come to a steal. And the leaves will fall as we walk closer. The air was cold and dark and damp as smelled of mold and moths. I stepped into the darkness anyway. Well, you coming or aren't you? I could see the yellow tobacco teeth form into a slimy smile as I stepped out of the sun. It was still inside. The canary chirped. This tunnel is just the mouth to over 200 others exactly like it. Stay close. Last thing I need is losing one of their puppets. I have to master. He rolled his eyes. We encounter a deer as I run a corner. Its chestnut eye intently. A gust of wind catches a path of sand and send it running into the woods, down the path rushing home. I write it down, then bowling. I take credit for what was etched upon my soul by a sun being in the forest where many squirrels lived. I love squirrels. We are on the phone when I see them the first of the year. Little miracles above the stained brick and scratchy trees of my neighborhood, not screeching yet, but wheeling. The light priming the edge of their wings. We might look fragile to them, so reliant as we are on our houses and our things. So tired by gravity to one's hemisphere, you saw yours today too. and you are not so far away. But a distance I am not allowed to travel, a blessing for those of us who notice things. I'll see you soon. You say, I'll see you soon. Then a little squirrel ran out. It stopped and smiled at me and wagged his tail at me. He told me all the things he'd seen. We talked and talked about many things. We discussed how things in life should go. The squirrel Quill, he pined all day looking for chestnuts that he hid from large eagles, till he knew he could safely return home. The end.